What's good, y'all? Now we have it, Jay Z. I gotta do this, Jay, cause I'm gonna tell you something. I ain't no hater. I ain't got nothing against nobody or whatever. And they do what they want to do. You get your bread, live your life, right? But a real one can always tell a fake one. I could spot a fraud from a mile away. I could smell a fake from a million miles away. And Jay Z is definitely a fraud and a fake. And what I mean by that, for one, first and foremost, Jay Z's never been a top artist. He's never had a top selling album ever and ever. He's never been a top artist. He's never had top selling albums. He's never he's never been at the forefront. He's never been at the top of the rap game. He's just been promoted as one of the top rappers. And you could push somebody in the number one spot. You could promote somebody as number one, but if they're not getting support, how could they be validated as number one? The number one spot comes from somebody who's supported, for somebody who's appreciated, somebody who's, you don't even have to be loved, but your attention has to be, you have to have the attention. You have to garner the attention of the people, and you got to get the attention from the people. You know, people got to genuinely mess with you for your music, or for you to be considered number one of anything, just not even music, just anything. So there's been this illusion, and most people say Jay-Z's the best rapper and all this and that. Or some people say Lil Wayne's the best rapper. It's all personal opinion. But a lot of people that I've known over the years that said Jay-Z's the best rapper. And for one, Jay-Z don't even have that many hits. He don't have that many hits at all. I'm talking about hit records. That man got Hard Knock Life. He got Big Pimpin'. He got a few others. He don't have no big hits like that, like at all. He just gets promoted real big and he gets paid real handsomely. Now listen, the reason he's who he is because his underground, behind the scenes, underlying affiliations. Jay-Z was never nothing but a street drug dealer who was, selling drugs on the street. And he was a local crack dealer, was what he was in the early 90s and 80s, which everybody was dabbling with dope. Back in the days, either you was selling it or you was using it. So I'm not talking about the man for trying to get some bread. I'm not hating on the man. But what I'm saying is selling drugs is not a good profession. Selling drugs is nothing to be proud of. Selling drugs is nothing that's good. So for these artists and these entertainers to be glorified so high and pushed to the forefront so much, it's unbelievable to me because in my eyes, for somebody to garner the love and the what do you call it, to garner the attention and the respect of people, you're supposed to be, in my eyes, you're supposed to be doing something either positive, worthwhile, or something that's possibly good. You don't have to necessarily be trying to help or change or nothing like that, but why is it that so many of us pay attention to artists and entertainers and athletes and stuff when they don't do anything positive for the community? They don't do anything positive for their own families. They don't even do anything positive for themselves. All you ever see majority of these artists doing is promoting satanic, evil type of lifestyles. And for one, this Jay-Z dude is so weird and so lame. Even the way he has his hair done, his dreads, and I'm not trying to rag Jay-Z, but Jay-Z's a cornball, and you got to understand that. Even the way he has his dreadlock style, it's stolen from a a gay fashion designer, Basquiat. Let's look up Basquiat, the designer's hair. First off, let's look him up so you can. Designer Basquiat hairstyle. All right. Basquiat worth $1 million. Jay-Z is trying to look like this dude right here. It said this painting right here of Basquiat was just sold for $11.5 million. This painting right here. Guess this is a painting. I don't know. I thought it was the picture. I don't know. But this is who Jay-Z's trying to look like. These rappers, these entertainers, these athletes are nobodies. They're only trying to appear to be like somebody else that they're mimicking and imitating and duplicating. Majority of these artists don't have any identity for themselves, because you have to understand what a musician is. A musician is just a voice for a certain community. They're the mouthpiece. They're the voice of what's going on around them. So a lot of times most musicians are not actively participating in what they're doing. They're just vocalizing it. They're just putting it in words of what's going on in their environments. You know, they're just the mouthpiece of that shit. They're the one who can think it and put it out in the right frame of word or right thought process. So look at Jay-Z. Look at Jay-Z with his Basquiat hairstyle. He got the same dreads as Basquiat, buddy, but he got his pushed down. How are you a grown man trying to pattern your image after another grown man? How are you a grown man? Let me say that shit again. How are you a grown man trying to pattern your image off of another grown man? Listen to what Jay-Z said. He's on Kevin Hart, I guess, podcast or show or whatever this is. Fair use. I'm not gonna even put the video clip on there. I'm just gonna put the audio on there. What he's saying. He's gonna basically say his family going to family's house. Let's play it first, then we're gonna break it down. Let's play it.
From that space, you know what I mean? Like you, from that space, you know what I mean? Like you know, you'll have people that where you come from, if you behave in a certain manner, it's not accustomed to where they are, right? Some people haven't evolved past 16. They still stuck in that place. You evolving every year. So that may be a threat to them. Subconsciously or consciously, they kept acting funny because blah, blah, blah. You have to navigate that. You have cousins. You got to go home for Thanksgiving and people are talking to you like Kevin Hart. And you going home for solace. You want family.
You're going home for peace of mind.
You're going home for peace of mind.
And they don't give you that.
And your cousins,
you're not
your cousins in your grandma's living room saying, "Yo, man, I got this play. I wanna if you just give me, you know what I mean? 4,800, I could make you 2 million. You like, it don't work like that, man. But you got to explain to him like life isn't like that. Money isn't free, and no one's giving out opportunities. If it sounds too good to be true, it's really. And then he like, "Oh, you don't believe in my dreams."
Where did?
So there you have it. For one, did you hear what he was saying? That he was saying people are stuck at the level, at the age of a 16-year-old. They're stuck at the mentality of a 16-year-old. He's referencing people in his family that he knows, that he's looking at them like they were still like who they were from when they were 16. Like people are supposed to just change and switch up and act accordingly to money and everything. For one, if the nigga's not getting money like you, billions of dollars and stuff like you, and privy to information, and you're not sharing information with this man, with whoever you're talking about, whoever you're referencing that's acting 16, and you saying you're progressing every year, like you're leveling up every year, like your lifestyle's more better than your family members, because they haven't got the information or level of money, reach the level of success that you are. That's insanity, because if you truly cared about your family, you would try to lift them up and level them up with you. You might not reach them all to the level of a billionaire like you, but if you're a billionaire and you have a cousin who has a genuine hustle, he really wants to do something, be something, why wouldn't you give that man a try? Why wouldn't you give that man a try? You know, it just speaks to the level of disassociation that these celebrities have with even their own families. They go into the family members to feel normal. You ain't normal, mother sucker. You ain't normal. You been making you made billions of dollars. How are you normal? So of course, if you're going around people who are poor and scuffling, who are in your family, your first cousins and, brothers and sisters and shit like that, of course, if you're going around them, they're gonna try to ask ways and ask how to get into that money, or try to understand what they could do to get inside of the money circles. And it's your job and duty as a billionaire to show your family the way to the money. You don't have to give them the money, but you're supposed to. I would do it. It's just like information I have. I'm on the line trying to pass on and spread vital information to people. I could keep vital information for myself, but I choose to pass it and share it along with y'all. So how could a billionaire who's made his money off of people like his cousin, because I'm pretty sure everybody in his family's bought an album, so everybody's all aided in his money situation, but nobody's worthy to even get a $4,800 loan, and you tell your cousin it don't work like that. Nobody's giving out nothing for free. Money ain't just made. So you're telling him that it's a cycle, that it's a situation that you have to come across. There's a relationship with certain people or certain doors you got to go in to make shit happen for you to get to that level of money. So you're telling him it's not what you know, it's who you know. You're telling him that, nah, bro, no matter what kind of idea you have, you ain't gonna generate millions of dollars. It don't work like that. You know why? Because all this shit is rigged. It's not set up. The reason why a Jay-Z is a billionaire is because he's done a bunch of fake ass shit to a bunch of fake ass people. Probably let people do weird things, doing strange things for change, all kind of shit. Because if you're a grown man patterning your image after a homosexual designer, clothing designer, what does that say about you? It's your big homie, Big Bad, man. Y'all better stop worshiping these celebrities. You better stop and wake up and smell the coffee, man. This shit is not what you think it is. It's not what you think it is, man. It's your big homie, Big Bad, man. Like, comment, share, and subscribe, man.